All right, guys, I am about to show you what carrier aggregation is from experimenting. So some of you guys don't know what carrier aggregation is. How does it work? I have a Mofi 4500, John. I did what you told me. I aimed the antenna. I'm still getting shit speeds. I'm getting maybe 5 or 6 down and 2 up. Okay. So maybe you need to carrier aggregate. Like I don't even need to aggregate because I can get 20 to 30 without it. However, with the corona stuff going on, it's not just me. Everybody's noticing their speeds depleted, man. I don't know, in the vegetation outside, it's been pretty crazy. What's up, dude?
What's up?
You're in my video.
Cool.
So, but anyway, so maybe you might want to aggregate. Maybe you might want to borrow another tower to help you or another band to help you. So it doesn't necessarily have to be 2 different towers, 2 different bands, okay? They merge together and make one super band, okay? I've said it before and I'll say it again. Band 13 is merged with band 4. Band 4 is the fastest band out here. Like I said, I get about 30 to, on a good day, I used to get like 40. Now I'm getting like 25, 30. It's just severely degraded. It's functional. My signal quality going through the fucking roof. It's just shit. Oh, sorry. Hey, don't listen to my swear words. So it's, yeah, so it's kind of crappy like that. So I found the aggregation and I realized, holy crap. This morning I did a speed test. I had 71 down. 71 down. Insane, right? There are some things I've noticed with the carrier aggregation, though. There are things that, like, I've seen my speeds deplete before a speed test. It won't start, and then it'll start, and then it'll go through the roof. So there's pros and cons to carrier aggregation. So let's get into it. All right, you guys, you led me to this. I have to use the board to freaking draw it out for you guys. I've explained it time and time again, but I'm gonna touch up a little bit better, okay? So, that was terrible. Okay. You know how hard this is while you're holding a phone, guys? Okay, so, this is my house, all right? That's a tower. That's a tower. And that's a tower, okay? It's kind of like the layout from the front of my house when you always see that wood line, okay? So, my antenna, it sits on my roof here. It's pointed. It's pointed, right? So, how do we get carrier aggregation? Normally, we're supposed to take our antennas and point it to the whatever tower has the best speeds, okay? Don't worry so much on whatever band or whatever carrier. You want to do a band scanner facing this tower and see what bands show up. If it's 2, 3, 5, 13, whatever, great. Look at the bands. If it says band 13, negative 90, right? And it says band 2, negative 117, and band 4, these are examples, guys. These are going by numbers that I get. Negative okay, those are the bands that I get, guys. When I do a band scan in my Mofi settings, go to Mofi internal modem, band scanner, that's what I get. It's gonna show this. This is negative 112, negative 104, negative 117, negative 90, right? Which one do you wanna choose? Obviously the negative 90, it's got the lowest decibels, right? The worst decibels we're seeing is this band 2, which I cannot read that, can you? It's messing me up, that's that OCD. Negative 117, right? So, if I said band 13 though, after I did a speed test, it's only giving me 2 to 3 megabits down, right? But this band 2 is giving me like 20 down at negative 117. So what you do is you want to turn your antenna left or right to see where your decibels will start dropping. Maybe you can get that negative 117 while you're looking at your decibels live. You lock it on to band 2 and you turn it and you got it down to negative 110. Great, that's wonderful. You do a band lock on band 2 at negative 110, but your signal quality for band 2 is negative 12, right? That's terrible. Now, I do a band lock on band 4 because that's got the second best decibels because it's negative 104. Band 4, that signal quality for band 4 is negative 8.5. We'll just say happy middle. But you lock it on band 2, you're at negative 12. You lock it on band 4, your signal quality is a negative 8.5. Your signal strength is a negative 104, right? You see it under your check signal status on the Mofi. So you're looking at the signal strength and the signal quality, right? The lower you can get the signal quality, the faster and better your internet and more stable your internet is going to be. Some of y'all can't get to that number. Some of y'all are seeing a signal quality of like, that's terrible. Some of y'all are seeing signal strength in those numbers, okay? So, how do we combat this? Once again, I got a tower here, I got a tower here, I got a tower here. I am going to lock on each one of these bands and walk them in to get them to the lowest. Let's say I locked onto band 5, I got it down to a negative 105. It's still only giving me 15 down. Let's say I lock it onto band 4. I just dialed it in, and for my house straight ahead, boom, that gives me 25 to 30 down. I lock it onto band 13, I'm getting 2 down, right? So, let's say the quality of this spikes up to negative 12. Oh shit, now what? And the quality on this is negative 90 strength, but the quality is like negative 113. How is that gonna help me if the quality's shitty on both of them? I don't know, let's see. Maybe we need to bring this tower to this tower, bring this tower to this tower, and then boom, you now have carrier aggregation. How do I bring those towers together? It's just like I told you in the previous video, guys. So instead of pointing it, holy shit. God. Instead of pointing my antenna to the band 4 tower, I'm gonna start moving it closer to the band 13 tower. I need to get off of this to get some of this band 13. I can get some band 13 locked on here, but my speeds don't change hardly at all, okay? Hardly at all. When I start turning the antenna this way, closer to band 13 towers, now what? Guess what? My decibels now went from a negative 104 to like a negative, let's say right here, we're at a negative 110, okay? It got worse. It went from 104 to 110 because I turned my antenna away from the primary tower, okay? Right? Does that make sense? I am moving my antenna on my roof and I'm turning it away from the good tower. Why would I do that and degrade my negative 104? That's amazing, to 110. Because the wind's blowing, it's pissing me off, it's going in and out, I'm getting negative 112, I'm just getting pissed. Now my speeds are at like 22 megabytes. Oh, come on, man. Why can't I just, okay, so there's what you do. You walk it away from the tower, like I said before. I don't put it all the way on band 13. Why don't I put it all the way, why don't I just aim it all the way over here, you guys probably ask, and then just merge band 4 to band 13 that way. Because like I was saying, I could do band 13 with band 4 here, but it doesn't change the speeds. Well, what if I do band 4 with band 13 there? Because it works, it's super fast, but then I'm gonna get dropouts. Why am I getting dropouts? Because of this number right here. Because like I said, the quality sucks. So I need to keep some of the band 4 quality because it's usually a negative 10, or I'm sorry, shit. It's usually typically around, the best I've seen is negative 7 in the mornings. And it'll fluctuate to negative 9 and blah, blah, blah. So I know it's got the best quality out of these antennas, these towers. Did I lose you guys yet? So, if the quality is shitty here, but it's shitty here, when you combine them, it improves the quality. Shut up, Siri. So it improves the quality and the strength, depending on if you find the happy medium in between the two. My recommendation is don't go beyond -114. Okay, this is rule of thumb, -114. Do not go past that. -90 to -114. That is your Goldilocks zone, guys. Just like, you know, planets that are habitable around a star, that's your Goldilocks zone numbers for freaking your signal strength. What the fuck is this? You know what I mean? Strength, okay? Quality. Your numbers need to be negative. And keep in mind, that -90 or less. I'm just gonna say -6 to -1. Oh shit. -11 is the limit. You go higher than -11 on the quality, you're screwed. Signal strength, signal quality. Go to your band, open up your Mofi settings. You go to check signal strength. It's going to show your strength. It's going to show your quality. Those, from my tests results of over almost 2 years now of doing this obsessive shit, have realized that if I go over, if my quality is like -11 and jumping up to -12 and -13, 14, 15, it's going to suck. -114 I used for the longest time with 2 Yeagis. It worked. But what would happen is this quality would spike up because that's still kind of high. So if your strength is high, your quality is going to be high. Does that make sense, guys? Now, my strength is high here, my quality is high here. So I know it's capable of having decent, you know, aggregation. But remember, I've turned it away. I went from a -104 to a -110 just by getting it off the tower slightly. But guess what that's doing? This negative, if I'm on this tower and it's -90, I'm sitting about -100 right here. So I'm at -100 here and -110 here. They are combined. All right, there's no tower here. This is just a point to where my antenna, my readings on my Mofi are telling me I'm getting sort of decent decibels in the strength, which I'm not in the danger zone because this is the danger zone, -114. So this is like -107 and -110. And then this one, if I'm dialed in, will be -89 to -90. However, if I'm off of band 13, I'm about at -100, -99. Okay? Happy medium for the both. Now, when you go into your Mofi, guys, well, I'm going to get to that because I'm going to show you. Does any of this make sense? Band scan, see what bands you have. Sometimes you got to turn your antenna towards this tower, then do a band scan. You might find an extra band. Same thing for here, same thing for here. Try each one of the bands. You can actually band lock on each band, or you can just look at the decibels and be like, ooh, that's like a -120. That's a hell no. Or you could lock it onto the -120 band and try to dial it in and drop down the decibels, okay? That's all you do is you get up with your cell phone and you look at the live decibels and you turn your antenna till you see these decibels start to drop, okay? So as I'm moving it away from band 104, they're not dropping, they're actually going up. So they're actually getting worse because I'm coming off of band 4. But I want to get help from band 13. So I got to come off the tower. Oh, why do I do that? Why would I do that? Because band 4 will just give me the 25 to 30 down alone. If I have band with tests, if I have band 13 connected with it, like I said, I got -71 down this morning, guys. -40, -50, easily, in the wind too, okay? It's so strong, the speeds are just dynamite, okay? My quality still not the greatest. I can be at about a -9 quality right here, but it fluctuates a little bit probably because I'm off the towers directly, so they fluctuate. Plus it's been windy, so I haven't been able to dial into the best speeds that I want. But guys, that is how carrier aggregation works. How do you get to the carrier aggregation? You have to be off the tower enough so that way one band doesn't try to stick Because if I keep it on band 4 and do an aggregation with 4 and 13 over here on band 4 tower, it's gonna just kick on band 4 and stay on band 4. It'll aggregate to 13 when it feels like it, but it won't change much. Because band 4 is so strong, the aggregation will not kick in, okay? That's why I have to get it off of the band 4 to make 13 kick in. Does that make sense now? Now, if I'm all the way on band 13 might just stay on, and then I'll have no band 4 help. That is why I'm meeting them in the middle, because I'm tricking the Mofi into doing carrier aggregation, active cell, or inactive cells. Now, does that make sense? I don't want one tower overpowering the other tower, because if you do that, it's just gonna stick with that. That's a good thought if you have decent speeds just regularly, but mine are just borderline, so I'm doing it this way, okay? If you could stay on one band and just lock it and it's fast, set it and forget it, and that's the end of it, guys. But if you're trying to tweak it like me and make it much faster, try to find a little sweet spot, happy medium, to where you can see where it says active bands. I'll show you how to do that next. Holy shit, stay tuned. Now, it's not the greatest. Let's try it right now. I was still waiting for the wind. It's been the last 2 days extreme. I can't even dial it into the best decibels just yet, okay? So, you see that? I mean, that's decent. And if that's with wind, I'm not complaining. However, I haven't really got it dialed in. The closer I turn my antenna to band 13, the more speeds I'm gonna get. But the closer I turn it to band 13, which is the strongest decibels, okay, I am going to lose some of that band 4 strength, all right? The farther away from band 4 I get, the strength depletes. So now it's gonna try to use band 13 as a primary. What does that mean? Okay, let's put this in perspective. I need to draw you guys a picture. All right, guys, here we go. We get into our goddamn Mofi settings. Don't let that whole, oh my Lord, don't let that whole thing confuse you guys. All I'm doing is I'm coming off of my band 4 tower and moving it closer to the band 13 tower to make carrier aggregation kick in. What do you mean? How do you get carrier aggregation to kick in? How does that work? Blah, 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 blah. Quick check signal strength right here in the middle that I just clicked. You see how shitty that is right now? What did I say? Negative 110 to negative 107? I'm at negative 108 for my signal strength. All right? It fluctuates a little bit, but it stays within a range. That quality is shitty. That's why you only saw maybe 40 megabits down. All right? It's going to be dependent on the time of the day, how much wind is outside, rain, whatever the fuck. So the signal quality, you're going to see move all around. If your signal quality is not moving all around, that's fantastic, okay? That's bad when you see negative 12 and stuff. That's bad. So I'm going to have, sometimes I'll do a speed test. It'll error out and I'll do it again and it'll come back. See how it just kind of goes up and it comes down, it goes up and it comes down, okay? But you want to get it as low as possible, all right? The diversity signal strength, I have no fucking idea what that is. Here's another funny thing. Another one, see? You see this? I moved the antenna today. Remember I told you I was getting like 70 down, 50 down, 60 down? I moved it a little closer back to band 4. I moved the antenna closer to the band 4 tower. Look at this. Carrier aggregation not assigned. Not assigned. It should say fucking band 13. How do you do the aggregation? You go to advanced band lock. You select only LTE bands. Don't fuck with this. You don't need the CDMA. I have band 4 and band 13 selected. It doesn't matter which one you select first. Actually, sometimes it does. Sometimes you gotta lock onto band 13 by itself. See, watch this. I'm just gonna lock onto band 13. I'm gonna show you the decibels on band 13. Right? Wait for the changes. I don't usually wait for that. I go here. I go back to check signal strength, boom, it changes to band 13. But do you see the quality on that shit? Look at the decibels. Amazing. Amazing. So sometimes I can reverse band lock with carrier aggregation. So go back to advanced band lock, select band 4, and what the Mofi does is it's going to determine which one of those two has better decibels, and it's going to try to lock on one of them. If it doesn't get a good lock, they're going to merge and make a super band. That's your aggregation band, guys. How do you know it's aggregated? Hopefully it fucking kicks in now, because like I said, I moved the antenna earlier today. It could be why it's not showing. So give it a second. Sometimes it'll flip-flop right in front of your eyes. All right. Already, active cell, band 4. My signal quality is still shit though, guys. I don't want to be locked down to band 13 with a band 4 aggregation. You might, not for me. That's why. Look at the quality. It's the worst. What did I say? Max, -11? So you're asking me, why don't I get up on the roof and turn the antenna and get that signal quality down? Because I fucking did it already and I can't, okay? What I want is this to say band 4 with an active cell band of 13. That means you're aggregated. Right now I'm aggregated. Watch though, I'll still get an insane speed test. Watch this shit. It'll work either way, but I would rather be on band 4 because the signal quality is better. You see my point? Maybe it doesn't make a damn bit of difference. I don't know, but either way, look at that. We're already way back up there. I'm showing you guys. You gotta have 2 bands together to get these kinds of speeds. You have to. All right, now you see it. I got like 11, 12 up. Now, since I got you here, I'm gonna be thorough. Oh my fucking God. I'm gonna be thorough with y'all, okay? That is a inactive cell, band 4. Even though it says inactive, it is still aggregated, guys. It still says band 4. As long as it still says band fucking 4, it's there, okay? Watch, it'll be exactly the same. Or better or worse, whatever. Even though it's inactive, it's still aggregating. You see that? Still up to 50. Okay? I want you to understand active or inactive is still aggregated. It just that's what it does. It'll kick on when it needs to. Okay? Now, let's go back to advanced band lock. I'm doing a test for you guys. I want to show you. I'm going to take off band 4. Since you guys know I was on band 13 just now. And I'm just going to leave band 13 by itself. All right, it's going to save the changes, go back to overview, and then go back to check signal strength. Look at that. The signal strength obviously is still the same because it was showing band 13, but look, there's no anything here that says band 4 under carrier aggregation. Band 4 is not existent. It doesn't say active or inactive cell. It's gone. Why is it gone? Because I just locked to band 13. That's why. You have to select 2 bands to get your aggregation. People said they use all bands. They've used 3 or 4 bands. What the fuck ever. If you can use more than 2 bands, be my guest, but I've never seen it try, because I get band 2 as well. I've never seen it try to lock. Oh, another tip too, guys, band 2 and band 4, I cannot get to aggregate together. I can get band 2 and 13 and band 4 and 13. It's weird, but that's Verizon for you. All right, so now we're gonna go back to advanced band lock, which is what I did. I'm gonna unselect band 13, and I'm going to just select band 4. Now you'll see a difference in decibels there. Okay. Back to overview. Check signal strength. Whew. All right. See, the quality is not as bad, okay? But it's bad enough. But that's kind of where it was right when I started showing you guys this video, okay? And the reason why is because it wasn't aggregated. That's why my speeds were shitty. See? No aggregation, no speeds. I mean, I could probably get like 25 right now. So let's find out. How much are we going to get with that shitty ass quality? See, it doesn't want to fucking do a test. My son's computer's been doing this. I need to use something besides Ookla. It's like been, I don't know if that's my internet, but typically it'll do a speed test. So, there it goes. See, that's pretty good, right? But if I get help, you see, I'm getting 40. If I get help from band 13, I can get 10, 20 more gigs or megabits of speed. You saw I was getting 12. Now I'm only getting 7, 8 on the upload. Okay? That goes to show that aggregation does speed you up. All right. So what we need to do is we need to fix something. And I'm going to have you guys here with me because I have to fix something myself. See, that's pretty good. I don't understand why it didn't stay aggregated. And it didn't stay aggregated because if you saw, band 4 alone was good alone in those speeds. That is why I had decibels. That's why there was no aggregation, even though I had 13 selected before. We're going to try it again. All right, band 4 and 13 are selected together. They should be aggregating or aggregated. There's band 4 or band 13 alone, and it's going to try to kick on to band 4. You watch. It just flipped to band 4. Now this is what I want. I want band 4 to say aggregated to band 13. Please kick on. If it doesn't, do you know why? This is why. Because my strength and quality are decent. They're not great. That is why it's not aggregating, guys. That is why. Watching it, watching it, watching it. All right, there's no carrier aggregation, guys. Look at that. Look at those decibels. See, they're getting better. That is why it doesn't want to fucking aggregate. Does that make sense? But I can tell you what I can do to make it aggregate real quick. I'm going to do it with you guys on the video right now. Do some dumb shit. You want to see me make it force aggregate? Let's just turn the antenna. That's all we got to do. Let's just turn the antenna. That's all we got to do. So, God, and I got the sun right in my freaking face. So, as you can see, my feed horn is kind of closer to the band 4. Band 13's over there. So, we got to turn it to the left a hair. I'm going to do this without even looking at decibels. There. Just a little slight movement like that, guys. Like a 1/4 of an inch. Let's go back and check it out. This is all live time to show you how this shit works, guys. All right. Oh, you can see how many times I've gone on this roof. The tile's already getting worn. Okay, so. Holy shit. Active cell band 13. Actually, I didn't even crucify my strength that much. See, still in that -114 range like I talked about. You don't want to go really any higher than that. That's why it's tricky, because you want to have decent strength, but decent quality at the same time. But it's kind of funny. It's almost like I took away some of the strength because I moved away from the band 4 tower, but the quality is still sticking around about the same, which is a good thing. Because guess what, guys? Even if that strength starts to deplete from band 4, it's going to take some of that strength from band 13, which you guys saw was like, shit, -90 something, all right? So now that we have it on band 4 with the band 13, this is the carrier aggregation the other way around. Speed test. Boom. 40 ping. And the closer I turn that antenna to the band 13 tower, the faster the speeds are going to be. This is just from trial and error. Look at that. I've turned it closer to band 13. It's already pushing 60. You see that? Do you see that insane shit? Those are speeds, yo. That, my friends, is how you aggregate. Think of it like this. If I could take my fingers and like interlock them, that's aggregating, okay? Okay, we are just basically taking the signal from 2 towers. It could be 2 towers. It could be the same tower with 2 different bands on it. Regardless, it's got to be 2 different towers, guys, because if I turn it back right, the decibels will drop down to -104. The further away I take it, band 104 or band 4 gets worse. So the closer I get it to band 13, the worse the strength, the better the speeds. Go figure. But it's grabbing that strength from band 13. It's not going to get that quality so much, but it'll get that strength, okay? So that's what you got to do, guys. You got to play with it. Select a couple bands. Maybe you want it on a certain band and you want it to aggregate to another band and it worked, but you want it the other way around. Then select one at a time, then reselect it, okay? Like how you saw earlier, it was on band 13. Remember earlier, I selected both bands and it went to band 13 right here. And then it said band 4 aggregated. Now it's saying I'm on band 4 with a band 13 aggregation. So the way to do that, see, even though it's that bad, the speeds are insane. I don't fucking get it, guys. It boggles my mind. So you just got to play with it. So you just go to advanced band lock. If you want to flip flop it, unselect one of the bands that you selected, hit save, and then just reselect it, hit save, then go check back here and then see if it's on the right band that you want and it's aggregated with the right band that you want, okay? You just got to play with it a little bit. You know, select it, unselect it, hit save, see if it flip-flops itself, okay? But remember, it's going to try to grab whatever band is the strongest. So you might have to turn it a little bit away, a little bit closer. Like I did, I just turned it a little bit closer to band 13. I might even turn it more to band 13 tonight just to fuck with it and just say, screw the signal strength. Why not? I don't know if I could do that because then my signal quality is going to be worse. So, guys, I hope this helps. I'm probably going to tweak it a little bit more just to get a little happy medium, maybe get that quality down a hair more. That's carrier aggregation in a nutshell, guys. You see? Active, inactive cell band 13 with band 4. That's how you do it. You select 2 bands under the advanced band lock. I hope that clears it up. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. And yeah, man, shoot me a comment. And guys, this is Verizon. I'm sure this will work with AT&T, you know, T-Mobile, whoever the fuck you got. You're just gonna have to, you know, do your research and see what bands are for those freaking carriers. Okay, that's all there is to it. All right. If you guys were curious as to what bands I get, like I showed you on the chalkboard, which was so elementary, by the way. Hope you liked it. We're doing a scan right now. And we're going to see what bands I can lock onto. Like right now, I can lock onto band 2 with band 13 and get about 30 down. But band 2's signal quality is worse than band 4. So what's the point of messing with band 2? You know what I mean? Band 2, negative 101. So that's crazy, right? The band 2 is a negative 101, but I'm using band 4 with a negative 114. You would think, why don't I just lock on to band fucking 2 and 13 and aggregate that way? Look, even band 5. Well, band 5 does not aggregate with band 13 at all, or 4 or 2. Tried it, doesn't work. Could be because it's AT&T, so they don't aggregate. Carrier aggregation is probably internal. You can aggregate your carrier with another carrier that has your provider on it. So band 4 is at AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon, you know? So I don't know the ins and outs. You have to just play with a couple bands and see if they merge. Well, I got you here real quick. Fuck it. Let's try it. All right, so let's take it off band 4. Let's put it on that band 2. And we're going to hit save. Right? Go back to overview. Check the signal strength. It's going to try to aggregate to band 2. Just give it a few seconds, guys. Be patient. Okay? So band 2's strength is so strong, it's switched to band 2. Oh, look at the quality. It just dropped. And then it just shot back up. Is it going to aggregate? Are we going to aggregate? Yes or no? Unbelievable. It's not going to aggregate because band 2 is too strong. It's too strong. The reason why I'm not on band 2 is it's just not quite as fast as band 3. It's a 1900 megahertz. Fuck it. Let's see what we got for speeds on this. There it goes. There it is. It just aggregated. All right. Right there. All right. Watch this. Almost as good, but not quite. It's about 10 decibels less than the band 4, which makes sense. It doesn't have as many hertz, megahertz. And the upload speed. You see? So that's why I don't typically use band 2. And look, we're already up in the 12s in the quality. I just can't win, guys. It's either I have good strength and shit quality or just good strength and shit quality. So you got to play with it, guys. One last time, go to advanced band lock. I'm going to aggregate to band, Why can't I aggregate 2, 4, and 13? It's just going to choose one or the other, guys. It's band 13 is going to lock to 4 or 2, whichever one has lower decibels. So you only want to really lock on 2 bands to get carrier aggregation. That's just the way the fucking Mofi works for me. And I'm pretty sure that's the same way it's going to be for y'all too. So don't be shit talking on my fucking page, leaving comments. I aggregate on 3. No, you don't, dude. The Mofi will clearly say 1, okay? I know this. There's band 13 with the shitty quality. It's as shitty as band 2. Now I just switched to band 4. Whoa, that was weird. All right. See, my quality is the lowest on band 4. I'm going to tweak that just a little bit. Might have to turn it a hair to the right or to the left just to get that signal strength a little bit better. One last check. Well, it hasn't aggregated yet. It should any time now. There it goes. Boom. It kicked on. All right, give it about 10 seconds, guys. 10, 15 seconds to aggregate. Be patient with it. It may take you a minute. One last speed test for good measure to put this weekend to an end. And that's with horrible quality and strength. That's with horrible quality and strength because it's taking 2 bands and making a super band. All right, cool. So even worse than ever. I'm going to tweak it a little bit and come back. All right, guys. I'm tired of messing with carrier aggregation. So I hope you guys have the concept. It does increase my speeds definitely dramatically, 20, 30 more megabits more. But as you guys saw, my signal quality was very unstable. I'm tired of that. I just want it to be, you know, just going. So you got to settle sometimes. So I'm pointed back at band 4 and I'm going to probably just stay locked on band 4. I want to test one more thing before I call it quits, because band 4, I'm getting negative 103 decibels for strength and a negative 8 to a negative 7.9 at the quality. You can't beat that. I was up in the negative 11, negative 12s over here, okay? It sucks, but if you want it to last and still function during storms and shit like that, you can want your decibels as low as possible. I just want you guys to understand that not everybody's situation is going to be like mine. Carrier aggregation could work for you. You just got to play with it. So I hope you guys understand that a little bit better. Okay, so I locked it back on band 4. Well, I didn't lock it on band 4 yet. We're still aggregated to 13 and 4. I just turned it back to 4. So as you can see, my signal strength is lower, my quality still bouncing around, but it's not going to be nearly as high. When the dust settles, it'll be at like negative 7 something, probably first thing in the morning or late at night. But my quality was, you know, it was down to about negative, there it is. That's as low as it's really going to get, you know, for me. So I don't know why that got so dark on my phone, but if you look here, we go back to advanced band lock. We didn't change anything. We just turned the antenna. We still have 13 and 4 selected. Let me unselect 4 and put it on, force it to go on 13. Now that we're a lot farther away from 13 because I turned it back to 4. The strength is still pretty good though. It's the quality. See, we're still at negative 101. It's that quality. That's the crucifier, right? So I don't know if it uses this actual quality if, let's say, I lock band 13 with a 4 aggregation. But we can try to mess with it. But it'll probably flip automatically back to band 4 because band 4 is too good right now. So it doesn't see the need to aggregate. That's the problem with this aggregation bullshit. It'll take the one that's strong enough and not aggregate. But if you play with it enough, you can flip it. Now, if it'll flip back, I don't know. All right, so we're still on band 13. Now it's going to flip. Watch it. It's going to flip to band 4, or it's going to aggregate to band 4. Holy shit, it aggregated to band 4. That's so I can leave it like that. And when band 13 gets to a point where the quality is unbelievable, it'll probably automatically switch to band 4, which is working. So Let's do a speed test final here and call it a night. Yes, I can vice versa that. I can lock the band 4 with the 13 aggregation and use that quality, but it won't make a difference. Wow. That didn't help much, did it? If anything, it's worse. Right? So let's flip-flop it. Advanced band lock. Take off band 13, lock it on band 4. We're going to flip-flop it. Try to make it flip-flop. Overview. Okay, cool. Our decibels are good. We're on band 4. No aggregation set because we unselected 13. Now we go back to advanced band lock. Now we put it on 13. The goal is to get band 4 with a band 13 aggregation. So we're going to do it the other way around. See if that makes a difference. Okay. This should flip to band 4, hopefully. It did. See? Will it aggregate? I don't know, you saw how shitty them speeds were before. Might not. Might just stay on band 4. Those decibels are just too good for it, guys. It doesn't want to, see that? -7s? It doesn't want to aggregate. So I'll probably get about 30 just on band 4. Let's watch both at the same time, see if it aggregates. And that's just band 4, guys. That's without aggregation. That's not bad. Like I said, beggars can't be choosers. It just aggregated. Are my speeds going to increase? Probably not. There, it gives you an idea of what we're looking like at. Now it aggregated. Now let's do a speed test. It doesn't make a difference, guys, unless I'm pointed closer to band 13 tower. We were getting like, what, 30? It's actually making it worse. About the same. So you got to be in that happy medium in between 4 and 13 to get those speeds. See, my quality is even just total shit. And the aggregation went away. One more time. Turn off the band 13. Save it. Overview. Check signal strength. Now we're locked. That's amazing. I just want it to stay like that. But it won't. It'll bounce around. That's what these signals fucking do. But guys, it works. 95%, 98% of the time it's good, so. This is without aggregation. And these are the shitty speeds that I've been dealing with. That's why I was trying aggregation, but that's not that shitty. There's no wind right now, keep in mind. When the wind picks up, that's going to be like -20, or that's going to be like 20 to 25. But still, you can function perfectly fine on 20 to 25. I am just a perfectionist. I was just trying to find a way to get this master locked. But still, that's pretty good. For where I'm at, surrounded by trees in the sticks, in the middle of fucking nowhere, miles and miles and miles from a tower, why am I complaining? Why? Honestly, guys, leave me comments. I know you're going to say some, just leave it on band 4. That is my best. That is the best I can get, guys. That is the utter best decibels between two of the strength and the quality combined, guys. That is it. All right? That is, I just keep it there and just fucking, you know. That's interesting. That never happens. But anyway, the ping's typically around 30 to 40 something. It's not bad. Even in the 50s, 60s, it's not bad. So 25 to 30, that's what I'm getting. I aggregate it, I can get like 50 to 60. It's fucking ridiculous. But this damn quality is so high and it doesn't like me, man. I'm trying to think. But sometimes you wonder, does the signal quality really matter? I mean, if band 13 is getting negative 90 something, and the quality is so high, wouldn't that, or the strength is so high, wouldn't that just trump the quality out? You know, that's kind of what I was thinking, because the ping is amazing. Like, how is the ping amazing and the speed amazing, but the quality is shit? I'm gonna turn it back to band fucking 13 again, guys. I can't take this. All right, we're gonna come off band 4. Oh shit. Just that little turn, guys. All right. All right, final test. We're on band 4 still. I did not aggregate. Look how shitty the quality is again. The strength went down some. Let's do a speed test just to see what it's like when I'm not on the tower with band 4 alone. I want you to see what aggregation's gonna do. Remember, I was at negative 103. Now I'm at negative 110. I'm still getting 25. That's with that shitty quality. Forget about it. Upload. Holy shit. Holy shit. I don't get that kind of upload with my low decibels here, though. The upload's better with a shittier quality and strength. It makes no fucking sense, right? All right. Watch this. What do we get? 25 down? Like 11 up? Some shit? Let's lock with band 13, shall we? Maybe I'll just leave it locked on band 13 with a band 4 aggregation. What do you think? How about whatever one it picks? Whatever one it picks, we're just going to go with. And I'm just going to leave it there, guys. What do you think? Leave me in the comments. Should I leave it like this, or should I just leave it on band 4? Let it aggregate. Let it aggregate. Come on, I've got a fucking night. Video's already long as it is. Any fucking day. Any day. You know you want to aggregate. Boom. Okay, cool. So that it always works, guys. Just be patient with it. All right, so we're still on band 4. We just merged with 13. That's all we did. Now, this is the proof of aggregation. Everybody, drum roll, please. We're going to change that real quick. And go. That's already 20 megs faster. We went from 25 to 45. We're pushing almost 50. Upload's still about the same. I'm cool with that. I only care about download. Like I said, game, stream, everything you do is download. Upload is only if you're submitting videos. And if I'm going to submit this mofo video, I might want my speeds as fast as possible because it's going to be long. Okay? There you have it. That's aggregation. That's band 4 with band 13. I'm going to fucking set it and forget it, guys. If not, I'll flip it back to band 13 with a band 4. And if I'm so sick of it, I'm just going to leave it on band 4 and just suffer the consequences of 25 to 30 megabits down. I love you guys. Have a wonderful night. Sorry so long. Sorry so like blah. But I wanted you guys to see how carrier aggregation works right in front of your eyes. Active, inactive. It doesn't matter. It's still aggregating. If that goes away, you're not aggregated. If this goes away, guess what? You're not aggregated. So it's got to say inactive or active band cell under carrier aggregation to be aggregated, okay? Don't worry so much on the bars. You worry about what the fuck this says and what your speeds are doing. Capiche? That's it. I hope you guys got a lot out of this video. Holy crap, man. You know I love you. Later.